Pacers back up by 6.
Oh, now that's a heat check. That is a heat check.
That sure was a heat check for TJ Warren, and he ended the game the same way with this long-range dagger for his 53 points against the Sixers.
Down to 6, finds Warren.
Let it
Here's
go.
a long 3.
Oh,
Hits it for 53!
Oh, yeah!
So let me introduce him to you. What up everybody, my name is Stefan and this is Heat Check. Let's get into it. First of all, this performance from a relatively unknown guy for the average NBA fan may have been a big surprise, but if we look closer, it starts to make more sense. For example, TJ is a 19 point per game scorer this season, which compares pretty well to his higher profile opponents on that position, as you can see. But even more important is the fact that Warren shot 53.5% from the field this year, and if you're into stats, you know that usually guys who play under the basket mostly are above 50%. And taking a look at TJ's shooting chart from this season, you can see that he's a very diverse shooter, which make his efficiency numbers that much more impressive. And real quick, before we move on from this, I gotta mention this wide area right here, which I love. When people talk about the mid-range being a bad shot, this is primarily the reason. These long twos that are almost as difficult to make as the threes, but obviously you don't get that reward in points, and mathematically it doesn't really make sense to shoot them. So it's nice that Warren pays attention to that and is smart about his shot selection. And that leads us to the actual game itself. So you have a great shooter, a high volume one at that, heat up right from the start with a great first quarter with 19 points on 8 for 11. A monster night was bound to happen. Thing is, a big portion of the points came off of him moving without the ball, and I absolutely love that. Right here, you can see the Pacers try to run him off of 2 screens, but he tricks Simmons as he cuts to the rim, gets a nice quick pass, and lays it in. He got another easy one just from making himself open under the basket, first going right, then cutting to the opposite side, recognizes the opportunity here on the penetration, and eventually gets his chance and uses it with the strong finish against Embiid. In the second half, TJ fooled Simmons once again with this baseline cut off of this double screen set. And finally, here's that action being played. He curls and gets the pass. Embiid actually does a good job here of protecting the area and forcing him into this strange looking floater. But it was that type of night for Warren, and this one of course goes in. Look, of course a large majority of his points were crazy heat checks and just straight up jump shots. But the point that I'm trying to make with this video is that 1, this isn't based on luck or anything. He's a phenomenal shooter. And 2, he's even more than that, as he likes to move and work for his points, which I definitely love and respect. Let's see if this incredible performance gives him additional boost for the next games and the playoffs. And of course, let's see if I can borrow some of that shooting for my outro. That's it for now. Subscribe and talk to you in the next one. Peace out. Nope. Can't. No way. Held the follow through as well, but whatever.